Live on PM Express tonight, a very interesting conversation. It's a very sensitive matter as well, but we need to confront it. And that's why tonight we have assembled a team of Nigerians themselves who will lead their community back home, well, here in Ghana, to confront them. And so we'll delve into this quite substantively. I'm grateful that I've just been joined in the studio by His Royal Highness, Dr. Chukwudi Ahinetu. He is the Igbo King Nigerian community in Ghana, who has agreed to join us in the studio. Back home in Nigeria, we want to introduce an esteemed traditional ruler like yourself. What's the tradition once you do the introduction?
Igwe.
Okay. Igwe means?
King.
Okay. So he is the Igwe.
Eze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Nice to have you. And we've watched on the Nigerian movies, right? But it's different when he has... And this is what, by the way?
That is a part of office,
okay.
staff of office.
Staff of office?
Yeah.
Okay. It's similar to what we have here. All of our traditional rulers have their own staff of office. Also joining us tonight is Igbo Kaycey, who is a spokesperson, Nigerians diaspora organization across the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ghana chapter.
Ghana chapter. Okay. Great to have you gentlemen join us here in the studio. Let me start with you, Doc, on this very controversial subject.
Yeah.
From your end, because you, of course, you represent the community in Ghana. What has been the reaction from the Nigerian community to all that has been happening recently?
The reaction is very bad because our people living in Ghana, we are not here to cause problem. We are not here to, cause issues between we and Ghanaians, but we are here to do our business and cooperate with our host nation. But with the recent issues now, people are seriously panicking. Look at the people in Kumasi. Their shops are locked down and they beat them up since 2-3 days now. Those things are issues that we're facing here. Here in Accra also, most Nigerians are driving Nigerian vehicles here. Now since yesterday, they've packed their vehicles. Because
really?
They're afraid.
They've packed their vehicles?
Of course, they're afraid. If people can be attacked in Kumasi, here is a capital city. And there are more aggressive people here than even over there in Kumasi. So if people can be attacked there, how much more here? So the situation is getting more very bad.
So this is what your community members are telling you?
Of course, people. I'm receiving calls every 1 minute from every corner. Those that are living in the northern part of Ghana, they are afraid. Those that are living in Techima, they are afraid. Those that are living in Volta region, they are afraid. All the 10 regions in Ghana where Nigerians are found, they are all afraid of the situation of things now.
Kaycey, is that your experience as well? Because you speak for the Nigerian diaspora organization in the Ghana chapter.
Yes, the tension is very high.
It is?
Yeah, even people back home are calling to check if we are fine.
Oh, so this has become an issue in Nigeria as well?
Of course, they have to be concerned because if you go on the social media and the kind of utterances that we see on the social media by our Ghanaian brothers and sisters, and it looks like probably what happened in South Africa is about to happen to Nigerians in Ghana. Oh,
is that the fear? That what happened in Nigeria, South Africa might happen in Ghana?
Yeah, it's an xenophobic attack, and that's worrisome. Everybody is afraid.
But Doc, it hasn't gotten there yet. I'm just wondering if the Kumasi incident hadn't happened, this was always a relationship that, because of the recent kidnappings, was the tension existed. But before the Kumasi incident happened, nothing was really an issue, was it?
Before the Kumasi incident, the problem was the social media issue and the media, some of the media, people in Ghana, because media is the means you can project positively and you can destroy negatively. So the media war is already there since 2 days now. Now the issue of the attack in Kumasi added to that. And why, as my brother is talking about xenophobia, you see, a lot of people that are trading today, that is where they make their ends meet. Yeah. Some of them that have no even bank account. If you shut down their shop now, tomorrow they're gonna be hungry. They're not gonna get money to buy lights. They're not gonna get money to give to their children to buy snacks in school and all that. And nobody will live to see his kids crying because of food, and they have business where he can trade and all that. And looking at the attack they had there yesterday, and they wounded one old man over 50-something years.
Was somebody really injured in that?
Yes, I have the pictures. I can give that to you. They stabbed him down in the boot or something.
The police haven't reported this. So they spoke to the police.
I can give you the pictures, even where he's lying down in the hospital in Kumasi right now. Okay, they stabbed him. Now, if our people are that aggressive to attack them, now you can see problem will come over. So that's why my brother is saying this can also result to xenophobia. So the best thing I think we are doing now, which I so much appreciate Ghana police, is the intervention of the police.
Yeah.
Because today I had the regional commander of Ashanti region, telling the media how he've provided security for our people. So I so much appreciate that. But what I'm trying to say is the media should mind how they project some certain things that is not real. Because if they project negatively, it's going to cause more problem to the people.
You say that the media should be mindful of projecting something that isn't real. Is that a view you share? That this is a projection of something that is not doesn't reflect the reality?
Yeah, I could say that the reportage has been a bit one-sided. Here is a situation where we have kidnappers, and according to the news, 8 people have been arrested, and 3 of them are Nigerians.
They said.
Up till now, we are not disputing the fact whether they are Nigerians or not. But I cannot tell you that they are Nigerians.
The police say they are Nigerians.
Police say they are Nigerians, but I cannot tell you that they are Nigerians.
But if the police say...
I don't also refute that they are not Nigerians.
Okay.
But we, the community leaders, has not been granted access. I am aware that in other nations, when a crime is committed and a foreigner is arrested, he is meant to be identified by his people to confirm that, yeah, this is a citizen of our country. But nothing like that has been done. But that doesn't mean that the police is not saying the truth. That's not what we are saying. But what we are saying is that the reportage has been a bit one-sided. You hear some headlines like Nigerians are kidnappers, Nigerian has kidnapped this, Nigerian, and we ask, what about the 5 Ghanaians that were part of the kidnapping? Mind you, that these are all criminals. And the criminal who has graduated to the point of being a kidnapper is a serious criminal. And it's not something that should be swept under the carpet just because a Nigerian is mentioned. And so people jump on that. It was on the news everywhere. It was on the social media.
But it's a fact that 3 Nigerians, and these 3 Nigerians were the leaders of the gang. In fact, our national security minister said these 3 Nigerians, when they came from Nigeria, and this is a recount of what the national security minister said, they attempted to recruit Ghanaians from Accra. They failed. Then they went to Kumasi. They tried a few times to recruit Ghanaians, and then eventually succeeded in recruiting these 5 Ghanaians to commit this crime of kidnapping these Canadian girls. So that is the fact, according to the security agencies here in Ghana.
Yeah, we don't dispute that fact. And mind you, we the Nigerian people in Ghana, we don't support crime.
No.
We don't support criminality. We are not criminals. We are hardworking people, peace-loving Christians. And majority are born-again Christians. Go to various churches, you see them serving in their various churches. There are few people who I call illegal immigrants. If you go to maybe do your findings, in any person arrested as a Nigerian being a criminal, look at it very well. He probably come into this country without even a passport, non-documented. We don't even know them. We don't know how they got in here. Nigeria is a very large country, you can agree with me.
Yes.
And there's no way, here is Ghana, we are not in charge of the immigration, we are not in charge of the police, we are not in charge of the national security. There is no way we will be able to account for each person that enters here. But we have members of our community who are registered with us, and we can vouch for them, and we can point to what they do in Ghana and the businesses they engage in.
The legitimate Nigerians who are working and contribute to the
country.
country.
There are thousands, if not millions of them.
And that is another thing that is disputed. How many Nigerians? Because you are the king of the association.
Yeah, we have over 2 million Nigerians living in Ghana. Yes,
okay.
Over 2 million Nigerians living in Ghana. But just like Kaycey said here, some of these people that live here in Ghana, some of them have no document that indicate that they are here. And this is one of the things that we always tell our community people: anywhere you live, make sure you associate with Nigeria Association within the area where you are. And again, if these people are not part of the association, we cannot give account of them. We are bold enough to sit down here because we are living here on a legitimate ground. We are living here because we are part of our community. We are sitting down here because we can be able to bring our people together. So those that refuse to come in what we are doing here as community leaders, as community organization, we can never defend them. And again, remember, we are not sitting down here defending those that are committing crime.
Not at all.
We are here defending those that are doing their work. In Nigeria, living in Ghana, we have traders, we have entrepreneurs, we have those that are in church, we have those that are in medical doctors in so many areas of life. And even the traders in the market, you can see them even repairing phones. They go to work in the morning, come back in the evening. Their life is occupied with the business they do. Tell me, what am I going to go to rob? What am I going to go to do kidnapping and all that? So our people are not that way. I keep telling media again, I said, Nigerians are not here to cause crime. Nigerians are hardworking people. We are not robbers. And we are not thieves. But if we understand it this way, we'll be able to, live in peace and harmony. First of all, again, we so much appreciate the people of Ghana. Our host nation, they are great people, because the way Nigerians are living here, and Ghana, the population of Ghana is not up to 40 million. Nigeria is over 200 million. But the Nigerians living here over 2 million people. Some people might be like, oh my God, are they coming to take over our country? But we are not coming to take over. But we came to add more to the economy of Ghana. We buy petrol in our cars, we wear clothes, we eat food, we have our children in various schools, we pay taxes. We have over 200-something thousand Nigerian students in Ghana. And there's no private university in Ghana here. The school fees is less than $1,800. Times it by 240,000. I'm the grand patron of Nigeria Student Association. Times it by $1,800. You're talking about billions of dollars. How much more we that are living here with our wives and children. The students I'm talking about are those that came from Nigeria. So when we add together, you can see that we are putting too much money in Ghana. I married to a Ghanaian for 21 years. Many of us married.
Your wife is a Ghanaian?
Yes, many of us married to Ghanaians. So you think we're going to be here to spoil the country? Our kids are half Ghanaian, half Nigerians. So why are we here? We're here to be part of the growth of the country.
It's interesting you make that point. And we're going to take a break. But when we return, some have suggested, if you look at the social media platforms, they look at the catalog of crimes that have been committed recently. Kidnappings, many have said. In fact, our president himself said that it's not known to Ghana. Kidnapping is something that we are used to. But in Nigeria, it's something that the security agencies deal with almost on a daily basis. And they look at the number of kidnapping situations and incidents that have happened, and almost all the time there's a Nigerian connection. And that is where people look at the numbers and say there is something going wrong here. I'll come for you to address that for me. Is that fear legitimate? And then we'll deal with the trading situation, because some say there's illegality in there, where the Ghana laws say foreigners should not be engaged in retail trade, and yet Nigerians are engaged in retail trade, and they are depriving the Ghanaian counterparts of that access, and it's become an issue in Kumasi, as we know. So these two issues were addressed. And we also know the police have tonight been questioning a Nigerian professor who is seen in the video addressing a group of Nigerians. I'm sure you've seen that video as well.
Yes,
okay. We'll talk about that as well, and also explore what is the leadership doing. One, as the parliamentarians have warned, a full-blown xenophobic fear and attacks. Stay with us here on PM Express. You are still live on PM Express here on the JoyNews channel. My guest in the studio is still His Royal Highness Dr. Chukwudi Ahenetu, who is also the Igbo King Nigerian community in Ghana. Also with me is Ogbonna Kaycey, who is a spokesperson in Nigerian diaspora organization in Ghana. This is Ghana chapter. Now, I'm pretty sure that you've heard the arguments that they've made, but Doc, let me bring in the concerns that those who feel that there is a problem with our Nigerian brothers here in Ghana cite. They say the many cases that we've seen recently, the Canadian case, the case of the Indian who was also abducted or kidnapped. This is a case of we know the kidnapped girls in Takrady. There's an Estonian consulate officer who was also kidnapped. All these cases, these are all recent cases, all had Nigerian involvement. The point that I say, you cannot argue that there is a problem in terms of there are other nationalities in the sub-region in Ghana, right? I'm sure there are Togolese in Ghana. I'm sure there are Ivorians in Ghana. So they ask the question, why do we keep having only Nigerian names involved in these crimes? What's your reaction to that sentiment?
My reaction, first of all, is that these guys are giving us bad name.
Okay.
And we, the community leaders, who have taken that upon ourselves to identify who are these bad people so as to hand them over to authority, because they cannot be here to spoil our names. We are hardworking Nigerians that have worked so hard to earn ends meet, have worked so hard to have a stay in Ghana. And we cannot allow anybody that just come in to bring a problem to our people. So the entire community leaders, we have united together. We still calling more and more community meetings to identify who are these people. But remember what I said, and was also the question you asked. These people we are talking about, honestly, we are not doubting the report of the police. We are not doubting the report of the national security. But I am begging the Ghana authority to please give us the opportunity to see these people that claim to be Nigerians. They might not be Nigerians, they might be Nigerians.
Criminals.
Yes. So let them, because we have over 200 something ethnic groups in Nigeria, and all these ethnic groups are all living in Ghana. So we speak our local languages fluently to everybody. If you learn my language, there are things I will say you're not gonna know. But if you are born in that mother tongue, you'll be able to speak well, like the way I do. So we need to have access to these arrested boys that claim to be Nigerians, so that we know where they are coming from Nigeria. If they are coming from the village of Kaycey, being an Igbo, he asks them questions. If they are coming from Hausa, if they are coming from other type of Nigeria, questions will be asked them in our local language. And at that level, it's too busy for we to even know where it's coming from. The local government, the village, and the house is coming from. Then that will confirm that indeed this is a pure Nigerian. But people can hold other people's passport to claim they are coming from there. But we are not doubting the report of Ghana authority. But we are begging they should give us opportunity to meet with these people. But honestly, the entire Nigerians in this country, we are not comfortable with this attitude.
I want to play something for you, Ogbonna, that our president said recently about the kidnappings. And I'll ask you your reaction. He talks about how kidnappings have become a thing in Ghana and how it's just not known to us. It's an alien happening. And it's linkage to Nigeria. Listen to President Nana Akufo-Addo.
Brothers and sisters in Nigeria have known it, but we have not known it in this country, and we need to do something about it to make sure that it doesn't become a feature of our society. We're all concerned about this phenomenon of kidnappings, which we have not known. Our brothers and sisters in Nigeria have known it, but we have not known it in this country, and we need to do something about it to make sure that it doesn't become a feature of our society. I am very, very, very determined on the issue, and decisions are being taken as we speak that will be a clear manifestation of the determination I have to deal with this matter.
So that is President Nana Akufo-Addo there. His point is, this is not known to us, but has been known to Nigeria. That's true, right?
Of course. I have been in Ghana for over 10 to 15 years. And I must admit that this recent time is the first time we are seeing this kind of thing being rampant. And I mean, the president is an amazing man and he's full of knowledge, and he doesn't talk anyhow. For him to speak, it means he has adequate information. It's also true that kidnapping is not new in Nigeria as it's new in Ghana. Yeah, but if you also listen to the president very well, the president didn't also make a categorical statement that the kidnappings are coming from Nigeria.
Yeah.
He said that Nigeria has known it and that it's new in Ghana. And we agree 100% with that assertion. And it is a thing of concern that the few kidnapping cases that have been reported, there are Nigerians involved, allegedly. And according to what His Royal Majesty has said, since this is a crime that is already known in Nigeria, don't you think we as a community, as we're making ourselves available, it is in the interest of both countries to see how to engage the Nigerian community more? Just like His Royal Majesty said, if we are allowed access to see these suspected kidnappers, we'll be able to know which local government they have come from, which village they have come from. We can even trace to their family. And when you have access to these informations, the problem is half solved. We'll know where to how to go about it. But when there are issues of reportage, for example, take the Estonia.
Yeah.
I live in this Spinters environment, and they said the thing happened somewhere in Lashibi. I am yet to see the house that was shown on the television. I have not seen even a single face of those allegedly Nigerians that were rounded up in that environment. I have taken it upon myself to go around that environment to ask questions of people living around there, if they know of any Nigerian or any incident that took place there, and I have not seen any. The Kumasi case, we have seen the names look Nigerian, but in the Estonian one, we haven't seen even a single name. You see, so if truly, as the authorities have said, which we believe them, that these people has been confirmed to be Nigerians, don't you think it's a good thing to get us involved, that our assistance can also help?
Hold the authority for more investigation.
We are available. But the problem, which I think, is that there is this misconception that every Nigerian is a criminal. And so the authorities are staying away from us. The Ghanaians are staying away from us. Everybody is stereotyping us and saying that.
Are you experiencing this stereotyping?
Of course, it's everywhere in the social media.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But I'm talking about in real life, in your business, in your work.
I might not experience it directly, because in the community where I live, I have lived in one particular community for over 10 years. So these people has known me when I grew up with them. For example, myself, all my family members living, my mother, aged woman, she lives in Ghana.
Let's confront this thing. Let's confront this perception that Nigerians are criminals, and that's the point you made. And it's a false perception, because there are what, more than 100 million Nigerians. You cannot argue that because a few of them, even if it's 1%, it's a lot, but you cannot argue that all of them are criminals. And so that clearly it can be true. But something that Buhari said recently in an interview with the Telegraph of the UK that has been widely publicized, I want to quote what he told the Telegraph of the UK. Quote, "Some Nigerians claim is that life is too difficult back home, but they have also made it difficult for Europeans," and he was doing an interview whilst he was in the UK, in London. "But they have also made it difficult for Europeans and Americans to accept them, because of the number of Nigerians in prisons all over the world accused of drug trafficking or human trafficking. He told the Telegraph, quote, "I don't think Nigerians have anybody to blame. They can remain at home where their services are required to rebuild the country." How do you react to your president?
I think...
How do you react to that?
I think that is a kind of a political statement.
It is?
Yeah, I think so. That's my opinion. Anyway.
Okay.
You know, when he said this, that was when he recently became a president.
Yes.
And there was, you know, opposition and all that kind of stuff, and people are trying to, you know, build alliances and trying to create excuses or whatever, build defenses on policies and all that. But you can agree with me that Nigeria is a highly populated country. And for some time, things has not been very well as it used to be with Nigeria. So this has forced so many people, not only in Nigeria, in Africa, a lot of black people has to move out of their country in search of greener pasture. And when they get there, majority of these people who get involved in drugs and all these things, they were not criminals from their home, mind you. They didn't know drugs from their homes. They never seen drugs before from their homes. They go there. First of all, they are termed illegal immigrants. They have no papers to stay free like every other person. And they are left at the mercy of criminals that they meet in those countries. Most of the time are the citizens of the countries where they found themselves that induct them into those crimes and teach them. A frustrated man, hopeless man, homeless person, it's easy for you to convince the person to do one thing or the other. And so that's how some of these things happen. You see, and Nigeria being highly populated, there is tendencies that if you see 2 Ghanaians in America, you probably will see 20 Nigerians. Based on the ratio of population.
His Royal Majesty, what's your reaction to Buhari's comment? It's a very controversial comment, but this is your president speaking to a foreign audience, a foreign media organization, saying that you have yourself to blame.
He's my president. With due respect to my president, that statement, like my brother said, is a political statement. You know, when head of states are coming into second term or whatever, many a times they are looking for foreign audience. That may be. Two, the country Nigeria we're talking about is a country that everybody wants to survive. Nigeria is a country where you put crab. You see crab in a bucket. Everybody's trying to climb to survive. Look at this country like Ghana. Ghana is below 40 million, but a lot of Ghanaians are out there. Even in Nigeria, we have over 2 million Ghanaians, but Ghana is just 40 million, maybe. But this country of 200-something million, like my brother said, most of these people that traveled out of Nigeria, their parents sold land before they traveled. Their parents went and borrowed money for them to move out of the country. They are just going there, they call them, sorry to use the language, hustlers. Anybody that get into the field to hustle can see so many things at the time of hustling. And the things they say, it depends on the kind of spirit in you. If you have spirit of greed, you can get into so many crime. But I have to let you know that as far as crime is concerned, it's not particularly in only one country, Nigeria. Crime is something that is all over the world. Every country in this world, there are atom of crime committers there in that particular country. So Nigeria, the way people are looking at Nigeria, that so many Nigerians in jail and all that, believe me, majority of those people in jail is not because of drugs. It's not because they are thieves or they are armed robbers. A foreigner in every country is a suspect. Maybe because of, maybe he fought with somebody. He can go to jail. Maybe because he defaulted on his documentation, he can go to jail. Maybe because he abused somebody, he can go to jail. Not that because of drugs or because he's an armed robber and all that. No. And Nigerians are likable people. So the statement of my president to me, as his subject, because he's my president, I did not take this statement.
You disagree with it?
I disagree with that statement.
Tonight, our police have invited or arrested one of your compatriots, a professor, professor of English, Professor in Wagbara, he's Austin. Austin is a Nigerian professor of English,
yes,
who was seen in the video making pronouncements about, and you can see that video on playing on your screen, about what he believes should be done to deal with this conversation we are having, the xenophobic perception of Nigerians across the country. And he has suggested that they should use the media, you know, paint the picture and blow it out there and force our government to react. He's been arrested today. We're having hearings that he may have of him being charged. The University of Ghana, where he used to work, have issued a statement saying, disowning him, disputing some of the claims he made about Ghanaian universities against Nigerian universities and how the universities raise the funding. Were you at this meeting? This is a meeting, I guess, of Nigerian community?
Before your question about this question about whether I'm there, I want to come in somewhere
sure,
first.
Please.
We are now talking in media. Yeah. We are just in this beautiful place. And what we are discussing now is all over the world, right? The statement of my ambassador yesterday, just 2 pieces of paper, is all over the world. And I believe because of the statement of my ambassador yesterday, today the entire country gonna call the press conference and even refer to that letter, right? So the media is so powerful that with media you can call the attention of people. For him to make that statement that we should call media in, maybe he's not thinking in a negative way, but he's thinking, trying to let us know that it is a time we need to voice out. We don't need to keep quiet. We don't need to shut down our mouth, but we need to talk. We need to engage media for the entire Ghana, for the president of Ghana to know that every Nigerian is not a crime committer. Every Nigerian is not an armed robber. The same thing to our own president back home, for them to know what we are facing here. Not that he's doing that to you know, boost the strength of our people for we to go and fight with Ghanaians. Then you asked me a question if I'm in that meeting.
Were you there?
I was not in that meeting. Okay. And again, if you look at that video, it's somebody who was in that meeting that moved that video out, and that is a very bad act. You know why? We are all brothers and sisters. You sitting down here with me, we are on the media. If you go home within your people, this issue about Nigeria, the way we are discussing it now might not be the way we're going to discuss it at home. There might be some certain things you discuss within your family, within your village people, a different thing from what we're talking here now on air. So for somebody to put this on air, that is to show that our people, they don't understand what unity is all about. Because unity is for we to work together. Unity is for we to respect the law of the land, because if we are not united, we will not be able to know what is true and what not is true. Like my brother said, most of us travel out of this country. Some of the people you see here today, some of them are illiterates. They might not know how to read and write. But if as we're having community meeting, those that know how to read and write know the law of Ghana, maybe we have read it, or maybe we're educated to that, we can also educate to the people. That is the essence of this community meetings.
So you believe he didn't say anything wrong?
No, I didn't say that. There's some of the statement he made that is wrong. Okay. Some of the statement is not wrong. The issue of engaging media, I didn't see it as a wrong statement. But it depends on the understanding, because one statement you can interpret into million areas. But what I'm trying to say is, I did not see him as a man who want to cause problem for the people of Ghana. But I see him as a man who is trying to let us know that we need to engage media as business people living in Ghana, as Nigerians living in Ghana, to project the Nigerian story. And believe me, we Nigerians in this country, we are doing so many good things here in Ghana. We have a lot of NGOs here that are doing well. Myself personally, my wife village, I built so many toilets there for them and all that. Not only me, a lot of us are engaged in so many community work here in Ghana. We are doing so marvelously well. Paying school fees for Ghanaians and all that. Renting houses for Ghanaians to the glory of God. So, but all these things we are doing, nobody knows about it because we don't blow our trumpet in media. But I know if we start talking about this in media, media will know that, hey, these guys will think they are not helpful. These guys are helpful.
Well, we're having a conversation now, but what's your reaction to this police decision to arrest him?
Yeah, I think first of all that what he expressed there is personal opinion. It does not represent the position of the community. He wasn't speaking on behalf of the community. And in fact, personally, I do not know that professor. He is not a member of our organization. But I believe that the comments he made may have been as a result of probably his own personal experience. Yeah, so he's not speaking for our community, you see. And not everything he said is wrong or calling for violence, but I believe now that the police has invited him, they must have heard from him, they must have interrogated him, and I trust the Ghanaian police to do the right thing.
How involved has the High Commission been in trying to deal with this particular problem we are talking about, the potential xenophobia? I know that he issued a statement recently. I mean, the High Commission issued a statement called condemning the demonization of Nigerians in Ghana. But beyond that, has there been any concerted effort to help Nigerians deal with the problem?
Of course, the High Commission is very responsible. They engage with the community every now and then. In fact, even before all these problems, and the High Commission always check on the people, advising the people to be law-abiding, making sure that everybody is fine, encouraging everybody to visit the High Commission, report whatever issues or whatever thing. In fact, be registered with the High Commission, let your business be known wherever you are, let the High Commission know what is going on around you, and they are very responsible in terms of looking after the Nigerian people in Ghana. And I don't think they mean any confrontation. Likewise, the Nigerian community, we are not interested in having confrontation with our host country. This country has been so much of a blessing to all of us.
To us, yeah.
We have built friendship and families here. There are Nigerians that are up to 70 years old, but they were born here.
Yeah.
Meaning that their parents have been here for 100 years.
Over that.
The relationship between Ghana and Nigeria is over 300 years. Yeah. There are about over 2 million Ghanaians living in Nigeria. And this relationship is not something that we could just sweep them under the carpet because some riffraff criminals, illegal immigrants has come here and done something bad. To me, it's a time to come together. It's a time to avoid blame game. It's a time to avoid one-sided reportage and deal with the issue. Deal with the issue. If I know who is a criminal and is a Nigerian, and I am not a criminal, I don't support crime, I could help the police. I could help the authorities to achieve better results than what they are capable of doing on their own. And mind you, the danger that I see in this one-sided reportage is this.
When you say one-sided reportage, you mean we are not giving the other side the opportunity?
We say, yeah. For example, when you arrest criminals and they are Nigerians, nobody is interested to hear from Nigerians.
We're talking to you now.
This is the first time. And it is not the first incident. In fact, sometime last year or 2 years ago, remember there was a series of cases of armed robbery.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And the whole media was hot that Nigerians are armed robbers, they are bringing armed robbers here, they are doing that. Not even a single media house was interested to engage the Nigerian people to find out what do they think.
Did you reach out yourself as some? Because if you're not reaching out, you could reach out.
Of course, we do reach out, but I mean, the interest wasn't there. You go to the police, they are not interested in talking to you because probably they also see you as one of the criminals. And these are dangerous.
Has that been your experience?
You could hear that Your Majesty has made attempts, even in the case of Takrady, to lucid the suspects. There was a time we were so angry in the community. There was a time there was this report that the guy is tossing the authorities up and down. And the community was so angry, and people were expressing anger. Show us this idiot.
Yes.
Let's deal with him. Let's intervene. We can hold him. Let him show where he has kept, because the report was that he couldn't. He's refusing to show the Ghanaian authority where he has kept the kidnapped victims. Okay. And the community were enraged. Show us this guy who is tossing the authorities. And nobody is interested. Because maybe in their mind they think that all the Nigerians are criminals, which is completely wrong.
100% wrong.
We are law-abiding citizens, if I may use that word. Engage us. Engage us.
So you want the police to engage you? You want the media to engage
yes.
you? You want fairness in the reportage of the stories in terms of hearing your side as well.
Yes.
But here's the thing: if somebody has been arrested and he's a Nigerian, he's been arrested. Why do I need your side of the story on that?
No,
because sometimes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes he might not be a Nigerian.
Exactly.
And
in all the cases that we've had with Nigerian involvement, I don't know if you've managed to
there was a
do
particular
a verification where you find a case where there's
there was
no
a
Nigerian who
particular
claims
case.
Nigerian.
The criminal was a Nigerian, but 80% of the media houses were reporting Nigerian. I think only 1 or 2 media houses were able to get it correctly. They say Nigerian. So in that kind of situation, if the community were called upon, would have unraveled
The thing though is that the police have their own ways of verifying the person might be carrying a passport that says he's a Nigerian. How that is open and shut case.
Even if he carries a passport,
Yeah. You were saying the same thing
the
now.
passport might be fake. The passport might be
genuine, it might not be a Nigerian.
It might not be a Nigerian.
That is why the police should also engage as the community leaders. So
To
we'll be able to
verify.
help and let
But you see how what you're suggesting can be impossible to practice. Why? Because
can be impossible or possible.
can be impossible.
Okay.
I'm saying that because if you arrest somebody, the police's inclination is not first instance, let's call the Nigerian community to check if this guy, the police they will deal with the High Commission. They will deal with the High Commission to say, we've arrested your guy. I think that's the standard practice in every country. If you arrest a foreigner, the first thing you do is to check with your High Commission if the person is known. And I don't know if that was done or that wasn't done. I'm assuming that has been done.
They don't do that most times.
You know that for certain.
I cannot say for sure that was done or not. I cannot say for sure. But even if you involve Nigeria High Commission, because the High Commission was involved with the Nigeria community, because we are the field, we are the base, we are the we are the grassroots. So, but because such report has not come to us from the embassy for we to cross-check, because it is when we have access to whosoever that is arrested, the questions will come across.
Final question as we wrap up. This is obviously a concern, and I cannot emphasize enough that it is just inaccurate to assume that all Nigerians are criminals. It's just not possible. There are many Ghanaians who are criminals as well, many Ghanaians conducting criminal acts all over the world who are also in jail. And I'm pretty sure that most Ghanaians will feel absolutely offended if another country also says that all Ghanaians are criminals. And so we just factually can't make that pronouncement. However, because of the factual cases of crime linked to Nigerians, which is I have cited already, what is it that the community leaders yourself are doing or prepared to do to aid the system, but also to check your association, to give up people you suspect, but also work with the police, for example, to deal with this matter? Very finally.
Yeah, like I told you before, I said, we the community leaders, we have taken this upon ourselves to identify who are these criminals and hand them over to police. And at the same time, we keep talking to our people to be part of your community anywhere you live. If you are in Kasua, you are in Spintex, you are in Kumasi.
This is a
Nigerian community. Be part of your community wherever you are, so that we will know and identify where you live, where you work, what you do, and where you are coming from in Nigeria. So that we can be a brother's keeper. If there is issue concerning anybody, we can come and stand and say, hey, this guy will know him. I don't think he can do this. I think this guy who don't know him, he might committed something like this. So it is a time, not even a time, we are on it already. So if any Nigerian is in this country committing crime, he should consider himself being arrested very soon, because we can never sit down here and things like this will happen.
Okay, I'm grateful that you joined us. That is His Royal Majesty Dr. Chukwudi Ahinatu, who joined us on PMS. He's the Igbo King Nigerian community in Ghana. Also, you've had Ogbonna Kaycey, who is a spokesperson, Nigerian Diaspora Organization. This is a conversation that obviously we're having. And tomorrow, the police is providing protection for Nigerians working and trading in Swame, in Kumasi, because of fears of attacks on them. We're Ghanaians, we're hospitable. We're not known to do xenophobic attacks. And you cannot take one brush to paint the people, describing them as criminals. Yes, there are factual cases of Nigerians' involvement in crime. We'll report that. We'll mention it if we have to, because it's factual. But you cannot use those cases as a basis to write off a whole people, the biggest country on this continent of ours. Have a great evening as we ponder on these very important, sensitive matters as Parliament and the state tries to do something about it to avoid a full-blown xenophobic situation. Enjoy your evening. My name is Evan Spencer.